standards are just a starting place, and I know in your work in Massachusetts you found that, right? I mean, standards are just the beginning point, but we need to do a lot more to turn that into classroom instruction. So what are the other kinds of things are you seeing that we need to have in place that would help support successful implementation of Common Core or other similar college and career-ready standards?
Great question, Diane. Common Core gives a statement of what students need to know. It doesn't tell anyone how they're going to get there. That's the problem for teachers and math professionals, math education professionals working together. Obviously, to be successful in teaching something, having strong curriculum is critical. That's a decision that may differ from state to state, from district to district, but teachers and principals and superintendents and parents need to work together to find curricula that deeply support the Common Core. In addition, teachers need to have the knowledge base to be able to teach Common Core well. I think that we could do a great deal more to provide in-service teachers with sustained professional development about content. In other words, these teachers have fantastic teaching skills and they're in the classroom. What can we do to give them extra skills and knowledge so that they can teach Common Core effectively? In terms of new teachers, I think we need to have a discussion about what a graduating beginning teacher just coming out of college needs to know in order to be an effective Common Core teacher. At the elementary school level, for example, in Massachusetts, there's a separate mathematics examination that every future elementary teacher has to pass. And it's based on a substantial amount of university-level mathematics instruction. Not mathematics instruction on calculus, that's not what elementary teachers need, but mathematics instruction about the mathematics that elementary school teachers need to understand. Also understanding ways that students may misunderstand something and being alert to what that tells you about student learning, understanding all the reasons behind the algorithms, and understanding how they can develop understanding at the elementary level, which will pay off when students learn algebra or geometry later on in their school careers. So I believe that we need to do a lot more to think as a society about what future math teachers need to know in college so that they are prepared to teach Common Core and do a great job with it.
Yeah, your point about the need for ongoing professional learning for teachers at all levels, as elementary teachers, but also I would argue even middle and high school teachers. When you think about it's not just being able to do the algebra yourself, the geometry, trigonometry, is really deeply understanding it and what students' misconceptions may be, where they may get tripped up. So that continuing investment in helping teachers continue to improve and better meet the needs of students is something that we all in society need to pay attention to. It's not just that you come out of college as a fully prepared mathematics teacher.
People who've looked at the way teachers develop talk about achieving a profound understanding of mathematics for teaching as something that takes 5 to 10 years. But it needs to be supported. It needs to be supported through learning communities involving teachers. Young teachers need to have the expertise and experience from master teachers to draw upon, and they need to be given the time to have those conversations, to explore things and think about lessons that didn't work and learn from them. And of course, to think about lessons that did work and learn even more from them. I strongly advocate sustained content-based professional development. In other words, saying that a teacher gets a class for an afternoon about a topic, that's just by its definition only going to scratch the surface. I would love to see districts providing teachers with the opportunity for sustained study of a given area, whether it's number theory, whether it's geometry, whether it's the foundations of algebra, whether it's trigonometry, whether it's the new statistics that teachers are being asked to teach as part of the Common Core. I think that this requires a sustained effort. Knowledge of mathematics is not built just in an afternoon generally. It's built over time, and we need to support teachers who bring to the table tremendous experience, tremendous abilities as teachers, and already have made a great commitment. And I would love for our society to support them in pushing it to the next level and being successful in Common Core by giving them the opportunity for sustained content-based professional development.
I couldn't agree with you more about the value of sustained ongoing professional development for teachers, in particular allowing teachers to engage in professional learning communities in their schools. Doing so is really making a significant societal change. I mean, I think one of the misconceptions we have is that teachers are only working when they're in classrooms in front of students, not realizing that one of the most valuable parts, or the most important parts about teaching, is the planning and preparing, and being able to do that with colleagues is so much more valuable than doing it in isolation. And I've seen in districts where they've invested in this kind of ongoing professional learning, in which teachers have time during the school day to meet together on a regular basis and both jointly plan lessons, plan assessments, investigate new topics. They've seen tremendous benefits for students.